These things troubled me. I had passed to death not as a sluggard and careless of what might await me, but with every faculty keenly awake. Nor do I suppose 5 minutes elapsed after I emerged from the body ere I was perfect alive to all the sound that surrounded me. I distinctly saw familiar things and recognized them, but there was not any difficulty in comprehending the rationale of this, for I perceived the solar light is not the only source of illumination the earth possesses. Indeed, there is no such thing as darkness. The life of all things is light, and although the sun, moon, and stars should hide behind an impenetrable veil, yet the things of the earth would still be visible to the sight of the soul. There are 2 other sources of light. First, the electrical emanations from every material object illumine them and whatever may be near. And second, the air itself, which fleshly lungs inhale, is but the outer garb of a finer magnetic sea, which not only encircles the earth, but stretches away in all directions to the outer limits of creation. And in this all things are radiant, all things visible. These observations were quickly made, and in an instant thereafter I turned toward the fleecy veil previously observed, and saw the figure of an old, gray-haired man emerge therefrom, leading by the hand a sweet and lovely girl, apparently about 10 years old. The gleesome smile on the angel's face, the look of the bland benevolence on the features of the man, surpassed any aught of the kind that I had ever seen before. Both of them approached and greeted me. I could not return the salutation because of the strangeness and utter novelty not only of my new situation, but of my sensations, were such that it was impossible to act on the outer moments that I feel certain I should have been prompted to. The man spoke and called me daughter. The tones were precisely those that I had formerly heard, and 2 things surprised me. First, their serene and liquid melody, so very different from those that would naturally expect to hear from one of his appearance. And second, the very appearance itself, for both the man and child were clothed after the manner and fashion of the earth. This was a matter of astonishment, for I had supposed that the clothing of the spirit was vastly different from that of the body. Evidently, the old man read my mind and understood my perplexity. Drawing near to where I stood, he touched my forehead with his finger and said, "Be clear, my child, be clear." As if the touch were magic, there came an instantaneous change over me. It was as if I thought to the point I wished, and that with perfect clarity. Things which a moment before were wrapped in the folds of mystery now became transparent as the plainest I could wish. As a matter of course, I took notice to the friends that I had just left behind me. Yes, behind me. In what was now the very truth, a far-off world, even though it was not 10 yards intervened between myself and the dear ones who now mourned me, yet in the presence of the fact I have very momentous revelations to make, revelations that will startle the world. I cannot now stop to relate my emotions, my sorrows, or my joys, for I felt that at last I was in the realm of pure knowledge, and now feel that this precious opportunity must be improved to the other ends than a mere recital of my emotions and sympathies, however acute and tender they may have been. The communication between the soul world and earth is far more difficult and rare than I had believed, or than thousands believe today. Much, I learn, that passes among men for spiritual manifestations really has no such origin, while many things attributed to an origin purely mundane are really the work of intelligent beings beyond the misty veil. Long previous to my final illness, I had held many interesting conversations with my friends concerning the higher life in the world, in particular with one of those whose aid I am now enabled to make these disclosures. And I had made a solemn compact to the effect that if it were possible to return subsequent to death, I would do so, and reveal such mysteries as I might be enabled to permit to. This resolution grew out of the fact that not one of my theories regarding the post-mortem existence of humankind, which I had heard or read, gave me satisfaction that my soul desired. I suspected that many of the current notions regarding the lands beyond the curtain were, to say the least, largely tinctured with the minds of the individuals through whose lips the oracular utterances came. Consequently, I became, to a degree, suspicious of all modern illism and illis, because I feared their inspirations had not so high and deep a source as they claimed, and is claimed